Hi, my name is Ndaba Skosana. Allow me to take you through to this manual called Basic Keyboard Skills 1. Basic Keyboard Skills 1. This manual right here is going to make you, or it will teach you how to play a keyboard without me being next to you, or without me coming to teach you, or you coming here or to me to learn how to play a keyboard. In fact, this manual here is a follow-up. This is going to be later turned into a book, as it's going to be published into a book. All you know that I have published my first book called Basic Keyboard Skills for South Africa. This is going to be the second edition because we've added some information here on this book compared to that one that we started with. Now let me take you through to this manual. When you check the table of content here, there's quite a lot that is covered, you've got the lessons, and also it's got some learning outcomes where, and after each and every lesson, you've got what we call activities where you are going to do either in the form of writing or or you're going to play. So you've got a lesson and also covering up, and that lesson is you test your knowledge through an activity. So you can see it goes up to lesson lesson 13. You've got 13 lessons which include, start with the theory, and then later you have your practical 13 lessons. Now let's go through some of these lessons here. The very first lesson, it introduces you on how learning the musical notes of the keyboard. It's a fast method because right the very first lesson you'll be knowing all these notes. Where is C? What is what the keyboard is all about, the notes that are there in the keyboard. And later, as you go, you are expected to do your activity here. You're filling up what you've learned there. And also, as we go along with this book covering different types of topics, let me introduce you to this one here. You see, when you check here, we've got some exercises for you to practice. These exercises will later make you to be able to play the songs that we introduce them later right here on this book. So these exercises, if you can check, you've got your right this is where your left hand, and this is the right hand. These are the chords, and these chords are also included in the picture here. The right chord, the chords for the right are introduced in the picture, where you can see that okay, these chords are here. These are the chords that I'm supposed to play, and also these are the chords that you're supposed to play. So it's got that. So it's going to be much easier for you to learn how to play the keyboard. And also what we have here, it's got some audios where we test your ear training. That because you must be able to hear music, you must be able to hear the chords. So there are exercises that actually target your ear training, So now let's quickly go to the songs. When you check here, these are the different kinds of songs that are here in this book. I've included 12 songs, and when you check the songs, for an example here, you've got all the songs, I'm trying to open. I don't know which one to choose because there's quite a lot, and what is happening, what is very interesting, like let's talk about this song right here. This is song number 12. You've played them, it runs through each and every key because we've got 12 keys. It runs through each and every key. You play this song, and what also is good about this is that these songs, they've got these chords, and also these chords are also included in the pictures. But more and above, you can play this song in all 12 keys, just because this song here right here is in the key of G. But you can play the very same song, song number 12, in other keys. And I've given you that. This is the tool that you can use for you to be able to play these songs in other keys. So you don't only play this song in one, you know them in one key. For an example, it's in the key of G, but you can be able to know them in the key of C or D, or other keys that you must be able. In fact, you must be able to know to play all the keys. Of all the keys, you must be able to know. You must know them. You must know your keys when you're supposed to play. You cannot be a one-man key. So this basically, in short, this is what we have in this book. And also, what is interesting about this is that this book, this is Basic Keyboard Skills Book 1. We've got Basic Keyboard Skills Book 2, which introduces you to new chords, basic simple chords, and also we've got Basic Keyboard Skills Book number 3, which is an advance, where you play now in an advanced chord, and there's some progression of the chords. So yeah, everything is advanced there. But this one, it's basic, and it comes with what? With with an audio, where you can play along these exercises that we've mentioned here. This has got some audio where you can play along, and on your right, I've put the keyboard, on the left I've put bass and drums. So what you do, you switch off the speaker on your right, then you are left with your bass on the left, and the drums, so you are able to play. And also these songs, I have included some vocals on these songs. So as you play along, when you play these songs, the vocals are just going to join in. They're just going to come in whenever, and then they are going to leave and cut off, so that you get the feel on how when you're going to play on stage, it will be like this is actually preparing you on how you're going to play on stage, because you must be able, it is different when you practice at home than playing on stage. And also, you must not only end up by playing for yourself, but you can do that, but also you need to go and play for others, or play at church, in church, or whatever, anywhere in the whatever that you wherever we can perform, So this tool right here is a perfect tool for you to be able to learn all those nitty-gritties about the keyboard and what is happening there. You'll be able to play very well if you use this tool that have been tried and tested for over. This one is a second edition. The first one, it took me over 15 years, tried and tested. This one, it's a second one. You can imagine it's over 30 years now, improving, working on it, making sure that there are no loopholes, there are no mistakes, trying to make sure we cover everything, so that when you get this, you are not you don't get lost anywhere. You just flow with you just learn how to play with no stumbling blocks. So if you are interested in this, please let me know. And also, once you've got it, I would love to have your feedback and your comment, because that will make us to work more, to improve more on what we are doing, because we are here aiming for excellency and nothing else but excellency. So get in touch with me and get this book. Thank you very much.